Hi everybody and welcome back, if you came back, and welcome to all of the new faces, or I don't know, I guess that's not really appropriate. I don't ever see your face. Welcome all new people. It is nice having you. We are about to decide what the topic's going to be. And if you don't care to watch this part, timestamps are already going to be listed below and you can just hit the ground running. But for everybody who likes to see the process of how I decide on the topic, feel free to stick around. So, spirit guides, guardian angels. Whew. What are we reading today for the collective? What is going to be the topic of the collective? Video. Okay. Treading carefully. Okay. So let me get up and show you guys the card. Treading carefully. So pretty. Alright. Excuse my cats. They likely, at some point in this video, will jump up. And we are still testing if that's alright. We're just gonna let them. Okay, so. Treading carefully. Ooh, so what you need to be careful of, I'm thinking, is going to be the topic. Yeah. What you need to be careful of right now. Or maybe like what you need to be weary of in the situation. Okay, that was pretty straightforward. So there's our topic. Now we make the piles. So so what we need to be careful of. Okay. Should we use the archetype deck, guys? I think we should. But I don't really want to move because my kitten likes to sit under my skirts. So let me see if I can stretch over here and grab the archetype cards. Okay, I did it. Oh, and then as soon as I like accomplished it, he ran away, so who cares? Okay. For pile one, what do they need to be cautious of? Spirit guides, guardian angels, what do my pile ones need to be cautious of right now in this situation? For those that chose, and I will choose pile one. Thank you. For pile number 2, spirit guides, guardian angels, what do my pile 2s need to be careful of right now in this situation? What do my pile number 2s need to be careful of? Oh. Okay. What do my pile number 3s need to be careful of? this situation? Spirit guides, guardian angels, what do my pile 3s need to be careful of right now? What do my pile number 3s need to be careful of? Okay. And for pile number 4, Spirit guides, guardian angels, for those that chose in will choose pile 4. What do my pile 4s need to be careful of right now? Okay. Okay. Let's see. Straighten these up. Okay. All right. Okay, I think I'm gonna get a card 2 for each pile from my magical deck. Okay. Spirit guides, guardian angels, for those that chose pile 1, what do pile 1 need to be careful of right now in regards to their situation? I really need to be cautious of pile 1s. 4. Okay. My pile 2s, spirit guides, guardian angels. What do my pile number 2s need to be cautious of, careful of right now? Pile number 2s. Hold on. These cards are kind of sticking from my pile number 2s. Maybe this is like a little bit more hidden from my pile 2s. What do my pile 2s? Woo! Okay. Felt like a lot were about to just fall out there. Hold on. For my pile number 2s. Please get a card for those that chose, and I will choose pile 2, so you guys are angels. They're right on the table. Thank you. Okay, for those that chose pile number 3, so you guys are angels. Can I get a card for what they need to be careful of? And pile number 4. And pile number 4s need to be careful of. Okay. This one for sure. I'm actually gonna do another shuffle and see if these come out. because that felt wrong. For pile 4. I think I need to be cautious of. I'll do 2 more. Okay. Well, we got 2 more. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. All right, so pile 1, we're gonna do amethyst. Pile 2, howlite. Pile 3, malachite. And pile 4, red jasper. Okay. I like there are a lot of shadows over here, so hold on, I'm kind of like lean the light. No, that's way worse because of the ring light. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. I'm actually gonna straighten this up just a little bit more because this is bothering me. Okay, now I'm gonna give you guys a couple seconds, like decide on your pile, and the timestamps will be listed below, so I will see you there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started now with pile 1. Like I said, timestamps will be listed below. Excuse me. Okay. Hi to everybody that chose pile 1, the amethyst. We are going to be reading today for what you should be careful of in regards to your situation. So let's see what cards you guys got. Shapeshifter, okay. Light attributes, skill in navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. And then shadow attribute, projecting any image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. Okay. And then we have inspiration. Okay. Isis, goddess of magic, I ask thee to bring your inspiration to me. Okay. I'm kind of optimistic about your group, pile 1, because my first initial thoughts when I'm picking up on this is that what you have to be careful of moving forward in this situation is getting inspiration from multiple places, and it's almost like I'm gonna go at it from this angle. No, wait, I'm gonna go at it from this angle. Nah, actually, this way sounds really good. Let's do that, and maybe lots of stop go energy instead of a consistent one. But we're gonna get tarot first and really see. So those are just my initial thoughts, and I'd like to get an idea, a better idea for you guys. So, okay. Spirit guides, guardian angels, for those that chose pile 1. Can you tell us more about what they need to be careful of in regards to the situation? What do they need to be careful of? Okay. We have Tower on the bottom. I should probably keep, oh wait, here, I'll just put some rose quartz on her. Okay. Oh, okay, 9 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. And the Hermit. Wow, okay. What you need to be careful of, pile 1. Okay. So pile 1, what I'm seeing here is when you go inwards and you're reflecting over what it is you really want and how you're spiritually connected to what it is you're working on, I definitely see emotional fulfillment playing a big role in this inspiring you to move forward and in the way that you want to show up. But then again, there's also this 9 of Pentacles energy. So I'm wondering if there's a conflict between your emotional desires and your current or likely stability, which seems to also be really good. And I don't know if you're afraid of jeopardizing one or the other, so maybe you're trying to play both and go back and forth. Let's clarify. With Tower on the bottom though, I am afraid that there could be some degree of delusion, maybe just a little bit, in regards to the practicality of having both of these, or perhaps it's like having both of these in the way that you're going about it, or expecting them to come like that, like really quickly. I'm also a little bit worried that you might be projecting, this is my 10 of Cups, this is my 9 of Pentacles, I'm going to be so abundant if I do this, and it's going to bring in love and everything. And I wonder if you're seeing it for, like, seeing it as it really is, rather than what you're just really wanting it to be. So let's get some more on shapeshifter. What is the shapeshifter energy that pile 1 has to be weary of? What do they need to be cautious of? Spirit guides, guardian angels. What is this shapeshifter energy? Okay, 5 of Swords and the Chariot. Okay. So, and then 2 of Pentacles on the bottom, which seems pretty appropriate for shapeshifter energy. Pile 1, I think that you sense that there's going to be conflict regarding this situation, and I'm afraid that, like, people are inquiring about this, right? They're trying to see where you're at. They're trying to see, like, where your head's at right now, where your heart's at. Like, are you investing in this? Are you just playing around with this? Is there something that you really want? Are you justifying it because you think it's good for your personal growth and your spiritual ascent? Or is this like, you're looking at this practically and you're like, no, this is stable. This is what an independent, sound person would choose. Like, I just got it like that. I can afford to, like, kind of I was gonna say dibble dabble in this. I feel like there might be some half-truths that, like, you're telling people when they inquire about, like, how and why or in what way you're investing in this situation. I feel like depending on the person that asks, it's almost like you're trying to avoid conflict and you're trying to diffuse the situation, like, really quickly. Because I don't think you want people asking too many questions. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, whatever this is, I think you just want it. I think that's the, like, at the core of this. I think you want it. And I don't think you really want to have to justify it, or you even know really, like, if you can justify it. But you're kind of tired of people just being like, yeah, but, like, is that good for you? Can you do that? So it's like, no, I feel like you're giving them answers that, like, they can't really argue with. It's like, this is my personal fulfillment, or this isn't going to affect what I've grown for myself. Like, maybe this is going to be a lesson, but it's not going to affect me. It's not going to affect my stability, so who cares? Or this is just spiritually, I feel spiritually drawn to this. Or it's like, I'm seeing lots of variations. And I mean, I do think, like, there's little, that's why I say half-truths, because I do think there's, like, little threads of truth in there. I do think, like, in some regards, you feel this energy kind of coming from lots of places in regards to, like, you being inspired to do this and want this. But in part, I think it's because you can't pinpoint exactly where it's coming from. And so, like, you're seeing these associations. Yeah. Kind of playing throughout. Okay. Pile 1. Can you tell me more? So you guys are angels for pile 1. Let me ask, actually, let's be a little bit more specific here. I really want to know what you're holding on so tightly to, but I think I'm supposed to I'm supposed to stay focused in a different regard for you. Can you tell me more about the energy of the situation? Spirit guides, guardian angels, power one. What is the true energy of this situation? I see the sun poking out. King of Cups. What is the true energy of this situation? King of Power Wands. Okay. And then the High Priestess on the bottom. Okay, so we have Knight of Pentacles in reverse. 10 of Wands upright. Okay. And the Moon. Yeah, okay. Power one, I really think there's something about this that you can't pinpoint. I do think you want it. But with Knight of Pentacles in reverse, because, okay, like, you see she's figuring this out. She's studying it. Like, there's a lot of math going on here. Trying to analyze it, and it being in reverse, I feel like there's something, and with the Moon, there's something like that you either haven't or just can't quite grasp. You haven't been able to analyze the situation, and that's probably why you can't give like a direct, honest, and true answer to people. Especially with the High Priestess over here, like there's something very intuitive about it. And it has to do, like, it's in your subconscious, and I think it's pretty strong because you're leading with it, regardless of really being able to justify it. But with 10 of Wands, I think it is kind of a lot. Like, this is a heavy energy. And I think that gives you anxiety, and it's almost like you're afraid people are going to pick up on that, or they already have, and they're asking, like, why are you doing this? It seems like, because they're just seeing this 10 of Wands, and they're like, make it make sense. Like, why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you burdening yourself in this way? They're either asking this, or you're afraid that they're going to ask this just by, like, the way that they're sort of, like, coming into the conversation, like the way that they're starting about it. You're like, no, Chariot, 5 of Swords, this is going to go to conflict too fast, and it's almost like divert. And perhaps it's because some of you do actually have people that are pretty opinionated or quick to almost go into a confrontational state, and they're like demanding, defend yourself, defend your reasoning. And I think you're kind of at this point where it's like, I don't have to defend myself. I just want this, okay? And for other people, you'll give them like the half-truth answer just so they like leave you alone. But I think you're frustrated. I think you're frustrated with these people, but I also think you're kind of frustrated with yourself, Padawan, because you don't know either. And it is kind of heavy. I think you're more eager to just focus on the fact that you want it, but I do think there's just a weight that's kind of like there that, you know, the longer you don't address, the heavier it kind of gets. So, can I get a card for Power 1, please? Spirit guides, guardian angels. In regards to this, and the timing of this. For Power 1. A few. Okay. Okay, a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Look, we are dancing around this, and the whole time in the back of my head, I was thinking, like, this sounds like they're into somebody. People keep asking them, like, why? And they don't really want to defend it. Let's see. But, you know, this could be different situations for all of you. Because I really did feel like I wasn't supposed to ask specifically. But, like, hey, it came out. It offered it. Let's see here. Okay, take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. Okay. And then we have meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. So there is like this push-pull energy here with new moon, disseminating moon, new moon. But more so I'm seeing lots of this new moon energy. So first of all, let me make sure all the cards are... Oh, they are not all in view. We'll fix that. Hold on. But yeah, I think lots of moon energy in general, but I think you guys are releasing and you're trying to figure out like what to release. Does that work? No, it doesn't. That doesn't work. Okay. Here, we're just gonna do it like that. You guys are trying to figure out what to release, which it makes sense with this 10 of Wands energy and this new moon energy. It's like you sense you're ready to go into this new phase. Power one, you're ready. You're ready to shed a lot of this energy. You just want to be happy. You just want to be in the moment. You just want to see where this takes you, and intuitively it just feels lighter and it just feels better. So taking time to breathe out. I do think Power one, especially with the Hermit that came out, treading carefully in this situation, right, for you, is to go ahead and take that time and go inward, especially with the High Priestess and the Hermit and the Moon, to go inward and figure out why it is that you want this. And I'm not saying it's not because you need a good reason. I think you just need to know the reason before you pursue it. I think it's going to help you enjoy this process and the situation and how this plays out a lot more. I think it's going to add a fullness to this experience for you, Pile 1. And maybe you just need to know whatever that reason is. It's okay, but like... Or maybe it's just, like, you don't have to tell other people the real reason, but you need to know it. And that way you can release a lot of this other stuff. But I also think it's so, like, if this is a relationship, you can go into it more authentically, Pile 1. So this person can really see you as you are and, like, where you're coming from. And it, like, produces a nice foundation for the two of you. Like, energetically, they're gonna see like the core of the magnetism for what's like drawing you in. And I like that's gonna be really important for you. Hey, kitty cat, wanna sit in my lap? Aww. So Power 1, I think we are going to move to the charms and paper messages portion now. Hey, baby. Okay. For Pile 1, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, clarifications or confirmations. Pile 1, careful of. Oh, okay, that fell. Yeah, I think there's like a big message of just not rushing into it. Like, go for it by all means. Just, I dropped one, hold on. But oh no, I dropped it a second time. It was on my windowsill, now it's on the ground. I have to go into the desk. Okay, hold on. Got it. Okay. Yeah, not rushing into this. Okay. For pile 1, so your guys' angels. Okay. I had another one fall on the windowsill. I guess I should have just waited and done them all together. Bye. Wait, don't attack it. Unless you want to bring it to me? You know, fetch it? Okay. Here we are. So let's see for pile 1. Ooh, they're devil energy. I'm gonna open a couple of these and then we're gonna go over them. Good advice coming in from a family member or a friend. Everyone wants this. Inspiration. Back and better than ever. Okay. Past life together. Follow the star. This next level requires them to pass a test first. TikTok. Interesting. Yay, don't go. All right, ask yourself. We did say that a lot in this reading. Not theirs. I love loving and being loved. Spiritual marriage. One of my favorites to get, actually. You are a source of spirit. Oh my gosh, pile 1. Loving and being loved is a wonderful feeling. And vow of silence. Okay. Wow. Pile 1. First off, lots of great little messages here for you. With their double energy on shapeshifter, for some of you, maybe this is you haven't gotten a clear answer from a person that you're romantically interested in as to like why they want this, or but I mostly get with their double energy on shapeshifter because it's projecting any image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. I almost wonder, like, if you're doing that to appease other people's double energy, like other people that have something to say, that want to come in and they want to ask questions, and they want to instill doubt. I do think you are going to get some good advice from a family member or a friend that's going to help like de-escalate some of this conflicting energy. Like if people are just kind of you know, though, I'm gonna be honest. Truthfully, this advice might almost initially feel kind of conflicting. But with vow of silence, over 5 of swords and a new romantic cycle begins, I feel like the conflict is that like this isn't being spoken up about really, and it could be in regards to this relationship, and this person has some good advice to give on this, but they might have to get through the initial shock of like being a little caught off guard about this to begin with, pile 1. Okay, so with not theirs on 10 of Wands, I definitely think this is kind of like the baggage that you're holding on to, and it might not be necessary. It literally could just be like the energy of trying to give everybody the right answer, or needing this to be perfect, like for it to feel perfect, which is weird because it's not like an analytical energy. This is, you're leading with love, pile 1. There's a lot of love and there's a lot of spirit in this, and I love that for you. I love that for you, pile 1. But like, this is already a pretty happy situation moving forward. Like, this is already a pretty happy blessing that's coming into your life, and I wonder if like you're wanting to project it to be even more happy, even more fulfilling, instead of being present with it and really enjoying like this big blessing. Like, it's okay to just like see it for as it is, because it's beautiful. There does seem though to be like perhaps I don't know if there's like a period where somebody is going inward with the vow of silence, and this requires them to pass a test first on the Hermit and TikTok. Like, there's a level of timing here for you, pile 1. There's something about timing here. I would definitely say don't feel the need to rush this or to project it being happier than what it really is, because if it takes just a little bit longer, I think you're going to feel disappointed if you told a lot of people like, oh, well, this is like my perfect XYZ in this regard. This is exactly like how I always envisioned it. And then it's like still being processed, still being like manifested into your life, and it takes a little bit longer, and then people don't see that, and then I feel like you almost get a little deflated, like, shoot, I told everybody it's like this, and like if you hadn't told them anything, they would have seen this when it actually fully manifested anyways and witnessed it in like all its beauty. But you just gotta like let it. Oh shoot, charms, guys, hold on, let me go get the charms for us real quick. Okay, so we got the charms. Okay, so we're gonna get some of these for you guys. For pile 1, spirit guides, your angels, we have any charms for pile 1? Okay, so I'm seeing Pisces, little Pisces. I'm seeing this little face that is like checked out. He's like, he does not know what's going on here. I feel like if you are getting almost like yourself in a frenzy over this situation, it is time to meditate and contemplate, to go back inwards. Okay, if you're, because maybe that's part of the what you need to be cautious about in general is like, you're so focused on being inspired, and it's almost like anytime you hit a lull in the situation and you're like, I don't know if this is like really the one for me, you find a different way to focus on it and spin it for to like give yourself extra motivation and energy to keep chasing it. It's like, oh, I don't know if this is really the thing for me. And then you hype yourself back up and it's like, yeah, but actually I think this is like bringing me my 9 of Pentacles or my 10 of Cups. Like, I think this is bringing me stability. It's allowing me to keep doing this. And you keep rationalizing it, and it's not like they're bad rationalizations, but really when you start to hit that lull, you have to meditate and contemplate on it like a little bit more so you can really work through it. Because it's not to say, again, like this stuff is wrong, but it's like you need to hit the nail on the head. You got to go to the core to really like dig through that so you can remove it. And there's nothing wrong with like almost feeling that lull, or feeling a little bit uninspired, feeling like you've lost the motivation for something for a little bit, because really what it's telling you, Pawan, is like you got to check back in with yourself in regards to it. Like sometimes we get so invested in like romanticizing something or like holding a specific energy that a situation does have. Like that energy is there, but we're like holding on to that specific energy so tightly that like it doesn't allow it to like renew or refresh and replenish itself. So it starts to get stagnant, and then we're like, wait, is that energy even still in there? And we're holding so tightly. Like if we release it and step back and went back inwards and really just like cleansed ourselves and the situation from like everything that we were trying to pin down on it would all just come back and flow. It just needs to like circulate a little bit. Okay. So it's a Pisces energy. And I mean, yeah, with these fish, I'm definitely seeing like circulation. Okay, spirit baby. Hello, spiritual marriage and spirit baby. Okay. Look, this might have a little extra something tied. I don't know. This romantic cycle might come with a lot. One. Okay. Ooh, and we got the kissy face pineapple. Hello. We have a rest area. Take time to breathe out. Yeah, rest area. And the way that it's also pointing at the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, when you do rest, like, okay, because I do think like you're trying to inspire yourself and motivate yourself in all these different ways, and there probably is still an element where you're like not trying to analyze it, but when you do take time to breathe out, it's not like, okay, I feel guilty, I haven't tried to analyze it, let me go ahead and analyze it. It's not like that. Like it's really more of a release. Like sitting down and contemplating over it doesn't mean you need to have a spreadsheet and think like, is this X, Y, and Z? Is it like, you don't have to break it down like that. It can literally just be like an energetic release and just like checking in with your heart and your energy. Like it shouldn't be more work when you're going in and you're meditating and contemplating over this. Like it shouldn't be more work to release this. It should be a renewal. Okay, we also have the letter U and the letter V, the letter N, the letter Y. Okay. Okay, so I see a little heartbroken face over here. So with a new romantic cycle begins, maybe this is like right at the heels of something that ended. We have the letter F, and we have the letter F here. Happy pineapple. We have the letter M. Okay, new coding. Some of you, I think, this was like a breakup, and now there's a renewal of it. Like you guys are coming together with the like broken and the back and better than ever. Like I could see that being something for people to make you feel uncomfortable about, that you would be like, oh, I don't really want to answer people's questions as to why I'm getting back with this person right now. I get that. And like there's a level of anxiety that would come with that when you're still not even sure why you want to be with them and why you want to work through it. You just know that you do, and you really love this person, you feel called to. So yeah, no, there's definitely like a call to meditate on it, just so like you clear that energy and you're not holding on to all of that anxiety and the resentment that's gonna come from having to create blockages almost to keep people out. Because I think if you don't really think about why it is that you want it, regardless if you listen to what other people have to say, you're gonna take like their negative things that they do have to say, and it's still gonna be like, well, am I like a sap or whatever for trying to do this again? Or like you're gonna wonder about it instead of having clarity and knowing like, no, I'm not. And like, yeah, I think there's something there for you to work through. But we have the little magnifying glass. / investigator on vow of silence. Okay, we have Virgo. We have my little magician energy, number 1. We have the letter J. We have lol. We also have this angry face right above my broken-hearted emoticon. Okay. We also have a happy cat on its back, showing its belly, and overactive. Okay, so wow, as soon as I mention cat, one of my cats just like loses its shit. It's okay. It's okay, Saishi. So yeah, new coding. I think there's somebody's approaching this in a new way here. In the past, there might have been like a lot of heartbreak, a lot of anger and mistrust and wrongful, like people could have just been misdirecting, I think, some of their energy. It's odd though, Pawan, because like there could be just in general a heightened sense of emotions in regard to the situation, and a lot of conflict with overactive on 5 of Swords. Like there could have definitely been a lot of conflict, and with all of these emotions surrounding conflict in vow of silence, it's almost like somebody went silent. Somebody just like, you know what, this doesn't ever work out, I don't even really want to engage with it anymore, and kind of like dropped off the map here. And with investigator, I mean, this might have forced the other person to be like, wait, they're not wearing their heart on their sleeve, so like candidly anymore. They're not just telling me or showing me like their bleeding heart. It's like, maybe I should look at this closer. Maybe I should. And it's almost like having the other person step into your arena instead of like just hitting you with the same energy, so nobody ever really tries to understand the other. That could be what's happening, where somebody's really trying to like decipher and understand, or they were doing that. So okay, but yeah, with Knight of Pentacles in reverse, I don't think it's you. Pile 1, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What do we have for pile 1? Okay, so we have a Sagittarius, we have Capricorn, we have Aries. I see we have communication. Okay, mind you, also, if this isn't like a getting back together, it could be that like your last relationship just seemed really emotionally charged and there was just too much going on. And now you have this new situation coming in for you, pile 1, and you are really excited about this, but maybe that's like in part why you don't want to give anybody like a direct answer to, like, it's almost like you're trying to protect it. But you also do feel like you have to justify like going into a new situation when this one just didn't work out that great. And somebody else might, like the other person, your ex, could be feeling some type of way, could be pretty angry and trying to figure out like what's really going on over here behind the scenes. Like, why did you stop caring? Why'd you stop responding to their toxic messages? Like, why don't they have your attention anymore? And it's because like you're focused on something else. Yeah, you lose. Okay, so we got stop over here with the Magician and the vow of silence. Yeah, I think like if you did like kind of ghost someone or you stopped talking to them, they're like trying to initiate and create like that open communication again. Communication seems pretty highlighted here. Both of these are on communication. We also have 11th house, so with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So there's something to do with the collective here, with a community or a group perhaps, And I think that's like why you don't want to analyze it. You probably just don't want to draw too much attention to it, really, Pile 1. Especially if there's like 2 people involved here. You don't really want them to know that you're like you're going another direction here, and it unintentionally might be like in the face of somebody else, and you don't mean it to be, and you might be trying to keep it quiet because you also don't want like this person to come in and ruin it. So that might be a factor here for some of you. Okay. Loving and being loved is a wonderful feeling. We just have no. I think somebody here is a little bit bitter. And if that's not it, it could just be that for a long time that was you. Like, you felt like, nah, it's not gonna feel this good. Like, you just don't trust it anymore. You're like, yeah, okay, loving somebody, being in love, like, it's always kind of hurtful, it's kind of painful, it's fun in the beginning, but then it's just like a dumpster fire. And I think you're starting to release these old patterns and this like old weight, this anxiety that you have about, yeah, but this is just gonna crash and burn. You're like, this is actually kind of easy, and this is, I mean, maybe not easy, but like it feels light and it feels good. And anytime that you start to feel like you might self-sabotage, it's like, go inwards. Don't try and bandage it with other energies to like project like, no, I'm still happy, because eventually you're gonna be like, I don't think I've been happy for a long time. And it might not even be this person or the situation for as to why you're not happy, but just because you didn't check in with yourself. Like, literally, you're not happy because it's not the connection with the other person, it's the connection with yourself. Okay, so Taurus, Leo, sacral chakra, yeah, a new romantic cycle begins. Like, I'm gonna say this too real quick. Sacral energy is sometimes sexual, and with spirit baby, like, look, if you're not wanting to have a baby right now, like, just be a little bit careful. Okay, like, that's just like, I'm just gonna throw that out there. Just throw that out there. For some of you, like, this might just be a really fertile new romantic cycle. Take that as you will. Yes, you guys might be seeing the number 6 a lot. 6 is, you might be a life path 6. Balance and love. It is 6 is usually the number of love, and many other things. If you guys want to let me know, actually, if you are life path 6 and what that means, or what angel number 6 means. I know 666 is the devil's number, but 666 is not the number we're seeing here. It's just 6. Okay? And 6 on its own is a loving number. So we also have second house, excuse me. So this could actually still have to do with like your resources and potentially your career, which I could definitely see with the 11th house over here. This could be somebody you work with, or like a loose network, right? I also think that, like, in the past with romantic relationships, Power 1, you felt drained, not just emotionally, but like your resources as well. You might have been like an overgiver and felt like it's either halted, like you halted yourself career-wise, where it's like, I can't go and do these things that I want to do because I'm so focused on this person or this drama, and it like really hindered you. Or like quite literally, like, you would use your money and your time and your resources to help other people that just wouldn't help themselves. And then it's almost like you felt tied to them. Like, there's this weird trauma bonding where it's like, well, I've already invested in them and I have to believe that they're going to like come out of this. Otherwise, like, I have to admit to myself that this was sort of a lost cause. And I think this is mostly past energy. that you've like pulled away from, and you're learning that, hey, you know what, not everybody's like that. Okay, so pile 1, that is what I have for you. I know that was kind of a lot. If you like the video, I would love for you to comment, like the video, and let me know how this resonates for you. But I've really enjoyed reading for you guys today, and I will see you in the next one. So bye for now. Hi to everybody that chose pile 2, How Light. We are going to see what you guys should be careful of. So first, let's look at the cards. Okay, I'm gonna start with the archetype cards. Femme Fatale. So we have light attributes, highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. Shadow attributes, inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money and power. Okay, I'm already seeing a concern or a connection. Let's call it. Okay. And Destroyer. That's right. I remember when these came up. Okay. Light attribute, releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. Shadow attributes, intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. Okay, so let's see, we know we have sensuality. Your freedom flowing from far away. I dance, I love, I laugh, I play. We have organization. Purpose, planning, efficiency, now come to me so easily. Those are my cats in the background. The little one likes to antagonize the big one. And we have courage. By shining brave and true and bright, my courage now returns this night. Okay. Pile 2. So your group is interesting because it seems like pretty forthcoming right from the get-go, right? With Femme Fatale and Destroyer seem to go pretty hand in hand, and then the sensuality. The organization and the courage does have me a little baffled and interested as to which way this is going to go for your group. So I think what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to clarify each of these cards for you. Just because it seems like this is a lot that we're dealing with. So we are going to use the Tried and True deck, my personal favorite. Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, for those that chose pile 2 and or will choose pile 2. Can you please clarify this Femme Fatale energy? Okay, interesting. Okay, 5 of Wands, Page of Cups. Okay, can you clarify Destroyer? Seven of Pentacles. Okay, thank you. Can you please clarify Sensuality? Okay, why is sensuality super overactive here? Just show me the Fortune, 9 of Wands. This is too many, so we're gonna look at them and then put them back. Star, 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. Or should we take them? It's almost like sensuality is highlighted. Like there's like a desire when there is a perception of lack. I mean, with 9 of Pentacles and 5 of Pentacles, but then also the Star, and it's like this planning with this 2 of Wands and this recovering energy, like I'm healing from something. With 4 of Swords, it's like there's work to be done, but I'm so focused on like what it is I want, and I don't want to think about everything that I don't have, and I just feel it's almost like a quick fix. And then like with this Magician and Wheel of Fortune, like it feels like a quick fix, even though we have this 9 of Wands, it's like under it. So it's like this is somebody that's gone through, I think, a lot, and just kind of is, I don't know. But let me just, okay, so you guys are angels. Gonna get another card for sensuality. Pile 2, clarify this energy that's showing up in their reading, please. For sensuality. For sensuality. Okay. The Moon and 6 of Pentacles. Okay. Thank you. So you guys, angels, can you please clarify organization, this energy in the reading? Pile 2. Okay, I guess that's all I wanted to come up. Gonna run out of room here. This is an unorthodox way of doing the reading, but it works for our purpose. And then courage. So these are angels. And she that's showing up here. Courage. Okay. And we have Knight of Wands. Oh, and what's this one? Okay, 8 of Cups. Interesting. Let me see if you can see everything here. You can almost see everything. Okay, now I think you can. Oh, minus the ring light's horrible effect on that 8 of Cups, so can I scoot it back? Okay, that's better, I think. Okay. So pile 2. Whew, this is a lot of energy that's going on. I was kind of expecting maybe just one card for all of them, because already so many cards came out to play. Okay, pile 2. First thing I want to say is I don't think this is highlighting you as a bad person, but rather I think it's telling me where your energies are being directed. This is a lot to take in, but I'm inclined to look at actually sort of like, okay, you know when you don't know what a puzzle is and you look at the outline? I'm looking over here at this beginning and the end. With Femme Fatale, this 6 of Wands and this Page of Cups, there does seem to be a highlighted energy of a euphoric feeling and victory when emotions are involved. It's definitely, I think you enjoy when people chase you and you get a thrill out of this emotional connection, like Page of Cups, like exploring romantic feelings and having somebody like fall for you or just like catch feelings for you. Like there's something very euphoric about that for you. And then we look over here at the other side of the reading under courage, and I'm seeing this in and out Knight of Wands energy. And it looks like it's leaving with the 8 of Cups. It's on its way out. So it's like there's this victory here at the beginning. And then this desire to leave before it really turns into anything, because everything else in the middle, I don't see cups or anything, seems to be focused on you. So this almost feels like a distraction from this middle part here. Okay. What it seems to be destroying here is the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. It makes me think like all of this hard work and this harvest of really trying to grow something, it almost gets turned upside down. It gets kind of thrown aside, and these investments just, they don't come to fruition. That's what's getting destroyed here. And then I'm looking out here at sensuality, and I see the moon, which is more self-focused, and this girl who looks really lost. I mean, this card is, here, hold on. This card is really dark. She's in front of the moon. This is the subconscious, and there's not been a lot of light brought to it. She looks kind of sad, kind of depressed. But then I see like Six of Pentacles over here, and it's almost like I'm looking at the circles here. I'm looking at the moon as one for self, and I'm seeing these two pentacles and all of the color here, and it's like not knowing really how to define or add worth to the self. But when there's other, it's like it's measurable here. When there's an exchange, it's somehow more measurable. So there's like a certain familiarity there and comfort. So I think sensuality is you use that as a way to perhaps deflect, but more as a way to comfort yourself. And then we look at organization here. Okay. Ace of Wands definitely could be a spark of passion, right? But I'm going to start here, and we're going like this. I see Eight of Swords. Okay. This is usually like a self-imposed stagnation out of fear that something from the past is still holding you captive. Like what hurt you prior is still standing out here. Like the people are still over here with their hands on the swords. Even if you hadn't heard people talking around you for a while, and you have every good reason logically to believe like there's no danger, you don't trust it. It's a lack of trust. And so it's like this fight, flight, or freeze. There's like this freeze. So whatever it is, like when you're going down this path of what you're creating, whether this is romantic or something separate, there's like this freeze response, and it's actually affecting your material stability. It's affecting your environment with Seven of Pentacles in reverse. It's almost like upheavaling it. And then we have the Hierophant, which is like, I think this is such an organized process. It's so routine for you that you don't even really notice that you do it. That you go into like a new cycle with the Fool, like the little baby here, and Ace of Wands. It's like you look for inspiration away from this. It's like, okay, time to jump ship, time to abandon whatever this is. I want to follow this. And then we see that playing out here with Knight of Wands and Eight of Cups, like time to go. So pile 2. What I'm getting here is like what in regards to what to be cautious of is this energy of going in and out of what it is that you're working on. So like this is truly important to you, and this is truly something you want to continue to cultivate. Being aware that there are going to be certain triggers that are going to make you want to abandon ship and just literally just scrap it is going to be key, because it's like something in you is almost fighting this, and it's gonna feel really natural and again, almost euphoric to be distracted and go down another path. But it's like you're starting yourself over and over and over, and you're not really going to get to see the fruition of what it is that you're working on that you truly care about. Okay, so let's see. I'm thinking, let's use this deck over here. I want to get, go away, little plant fly. Okay, I want to get some cards on what you should do, or like advice for you when these triggers arise, for your highest good. Pile 2. Pile 2. What should they do? Okay, well, 6 of torches on the bottom. Noted. 3 of cups. Okay. 7 of cups. And 9 of torches. Okay. So, pile 2. Instead of maybe seeking like almost a romantic distraction, I do see friendship being highlighted. And it's also realizing when with the 7 of Swords energy and this moon of energy, re-highlighting instead of like abandoning this and allowing yourself like starting over and that's the new option, it's seeing all of the options within what it is you're working on and realizing you're not that limited. You're not as limited as you think. With 9 of torches, it is going to be hard. It's going to be kind of like it's going to kind of suck. It's going to be a burden, and you're going to it's going to feel like work. It's going to feel like work to stay committed to this. But it's like, if you want this, that's what's going to help you. It's really trying to not shy away from the potential of what this could be and start looking at the potential in that. And you really might have to lean in to your friend group here. But I will also say, if you maybe say you mess up and you stray a little and you get started over here in this 6 of Wands, Page of Cups energy, I would say keep these people in like a friend energy. Don't rush anything romantic. Like, you want to keep flirting in that whole will they or won't they phase, okay, that's fine. And to be honest, that might even fuel you a little bit with the femme fatale energy and keep you from destroying what it is you're really working on. It's like keeping people at a distance without letting yourself self-sabotage. Anything else for pile 2 in regards to what they okay. Ten of Swords and 10 of Torches. Okay. Okay. And 9 of Swords over here on. There is, okay, I want to see if this is like your anxiety that you're having to learn how to basically kill switch on. But I also think it's like, okay, pile 2. I think part of this is just overworking yourself, because I believe in you and I think you're going to take my advice in some regard to the situation. But I do think that there's a possibility that you're going to take this advice and still kind of hold on and stretch yourself too thin. Or it's like, yeah, you're still working on this project, but you're also like, now you've got side projects. And it's going to give you a lot of anxiety, because working through just this alone is going to be a lot. Working through this and like juggling other side projects, because like they're your comfort, like literally your comfort energies, I guess, instead of comfort foods. it's gonna be too much, and I don't want you guys to set yourself up to fail something that you really want. But let's clarify Ten of Swords. Okay. Queen of Torches. Okay. And the moon again on the bottom. Yeah, I think you guys are trying to control too much with the Queen here. And Ten of Torches and Ten of Swords. And once you focus in on this energy, and if you do have to keep these people at bay, right? And you stay focused on this project without just canceling it, you're going to notice that you have more energy coming back to you anyways, because you're not giving as much of yourself as you had in the past. And even if you're like, yeah, but I'm not giving myself any more or less to people, I'm just staying, like in the same situation. Like, there's a certain energy that is spent when you start over a whole new thing. And like, I get it. Like, there is an addictive quality, especially creatively, getting to go back into the what ifs and I got a better idea. Like, let's do that. Like, the whole, it's almost, it's a terrible procrastination tactic. Well, actually, it's a great procrastination tactic, but it's terrible for you, where you can spend all of this time daydreaming and planning projects that you're not even working on. They're distractions, and you're using them to not be in the present and do what it is that's important to you in the now. Okay, pile 2. Let's get some paper messages for you. See your guys are angels for pile 2. Clarify, confirm, pile 2, please. Okay. Let's see what you got. Femme Fatale. Most Intrigued. Release your doubts. Okay. Fumes. Interesting. Okay. Let me open some more of these and we'll address them. Okay, and we have the middle. Oh, I just heard the Paramore song. I'm just a little bit caught in the middle. Healing. Okay. I do think this middle part has something to do with healing. I don't want to call you out like that, but that's what we're here for, so it's okay. Can you still love me after you've seen all of my insecurities? Trust issues, which is, I think, what we highlighted over here with the Eight of Swords. Yeah. Otherwise, nah. Okay. So we might have to dead some trust issues. Otherwise, nah, it's not gonna work. Okay. Oh, we have someone way better picked out for you. If only you knew, you'd agree. I think for some of you, maybe for a lot of you, it doesn't really matter who you're with. You're always nervous that there's someone better for you. But it's interesting because I don't think that fear starts to arise until you get kind of deepen the commitment until it's time to like really develop more of a foundational intimacy instead of like that playful, we're just getting to know each other kind of intimacy. And I don't know if it's like you start to look for flaws in the other person as like a defense mechanism, so that way if they get too close to you, it's kind of like, oh, well, they had all these other issues anyways, or, well, you know, I don't like trying to weigh them out, and like preparing yourself. So it's like you always have one foot in, one foot out, I think. I love loving and being loved on courage. The Knight of Wands. Okay, ask for more protection. Organization. Okay, as long as your heart is a-glowing, we'll keep on going. I have not seen that one in years. All right. And everyone wants this. Okay. So let's go back over here. With fumes and release your doubts. I see this pile too as like, if you don't release your doubts in this situation, it's going to turn into this volcano. Like, we literally have fumes on femme fatale, and it goes into destroyer with a volcano. I think that is going to be the main catalyst for the, oh, did I not open this one? Sensuality. If I can change my thoughts, I can change anything. Absolutely. I think that ties back to where we just were. So there is some healing to do here in the middle, but it's almost like when you feel stuck. Okay, for a lot of you do think this is romantic, just side note. Instead of just throwing the whole person away, really asking yourself, go away, little bug, go away. I don't know, somebody not want it. Okay, why is that little bug trying so hard to distract this message? For some of you, yeah, don't throw the whole person away, especially if you can't even pinpoint why it is that you just like, it's almost like this itch, like, oh, I just gotta get out there. I don't want to do this anymore. But I feel like it's a pattern for you, okay? Because sometimes I do think like our intuition's just like, they're not right. But when it's like almost everybody, and you know it has more to do with like you feeling claustrophobic and you just want like a sense of freedom, but you like the person and it's almost like, I wish I could have liked them more. I think what you're asking is, I wish I could have allowed myself to be intimate more with this person. And asking for more protection. Yes, I always see that spiritually, and like praying to God and asking your angels. And then I also see this as like the person that you're with, asking them for like a little bit more protection when you start to open up yourself about this. If you want to test those waters and get more comfortable with them, asking them not to like judge you right away, or maybe to whatever it is that you need to reaffirm your trust in this person, because they probably will need some like context, okay? But if you ask them for like these little things that will help kind of remind you that like they're safe and they're stable people, they're not going anywhere, especially if they keep telling you that and they're like, I like you, and you're like, I just don't trust it. Whether everyone wants this, I think like there's probably a lot of good people that just get like chucked away, and they still want to be there. It's like you convince yourself like, nah, like if I show them the real me, they're just not gonna want that. They don't want the messy bits. And it's like they love the messy bits. Give them the messy bits. Not that you don't have to be toxic, but you can be honest and you can be vulnerable. I love loving and being loved. Everyone wants this. Everyone does want love. There's nobody that's going to be like, ew, you love me? Like, especially somebody that you're like in a relationship with, pile 2. Nobody's going to you're not going to hit that meter of like, oh no, I love them too much and now they're not interested. Every normal, healthy human being enjoys loving and being loved. If they're turned off by that, they're the psycho. So, bullet dodged. Okay, as long as your heart is glowing, we'll keep on going. And I think that's for you and your person. Like, their heart's in this. They're not going anywhere. They want to keep going down this road with you, pile 2. But you gotta let them in. With, yeah, can you still love me after you've seen all my insecurities and the trust issues and the release your doubts? And okay, little bug, can you please? Why are you so content on hiding through this? You know, maybe this is how it's gonna feel trying to work through this. It's like there's always this little gnat in your mind. There's always that little doubt, just it's small and it's tiny, but it just makes itself known, and it's just pattern interrupting you. It's just gotta get if you're gonna cancel anything, cancel the little fly, cancel the little doubts, okay? Pile 2. Let's get some charms for you though. So we got Grant Angels for those that chose pile 2 and or will choose pile 2. Okay, now let's see, I had one fall off the table. It was Taurus. Okay, so we have Taurus, we have Sagittarius. Ooh, yeah, so this 8 here is unconditional love, and that infinite energy that's created when you pour unconditional love into yourself, and how it affects your inner world and your outer world, as within, so without. Astral projecting on Queen of Torches and 2 of Swords. I feel like there's just actually a lot of mental gymnastics happening in with this group. Although astral projection might be related or something that you guys have experienced, and if so, if you feel comfortable, let us know. It's always cool to see that in the collective. But perfected harmony on I can change my thoughts, or if I can change my thoughts, I can change anything. Okay, well, I skipped over if, so yes, you can do it. I can change my thoughts, and I can change anything. And that, instead of the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, creates a perfected harmony here, a nice balance. Okay, in the middle, you're baking me crazy. Hopefully in a good way, guys. But if we're in and out and we're leaving people, you're gonna make them crazy in a different way. But you have it well within you to make them crazy for you romantically and emotionally, and in a stable, healthy way. We have the High Priestess over here, 6 of Wands with the 2. I do think something that is euphoric about when you start relationships, pile 2, is how well you can read people. I think you enjoy that. With the High Priestess and 6 of Wands, it's you enjoy knowing when you got I hear you enjoy knowing when you got your prey. But you're going after a different type of prey now, okay? Same person, but you're going for something much deeper. Okay, so we have W. We have the surprised pineapple. You're great with the cheese. Maybe for some of you, this person's kind of cheesy, but you like it. Or maybe you thought relationships in general when they got this deep were kind of cheesy and that was off-putting to you, but now you're like, maybe I want that. Ophiuchus, 13th zodiac, you can look it up. Letter N, we have Virgo. Sad crying face on the 7 of Cups. And then we also have like this little emoji that has no idea what's going on, and then this content emoji. And I do remember the moon's under here as well, so it's almost like there's this cycle of sadness, checking out, and then contentment after checking out. We have the letter N again, so we have uppercase N, lowercase n. We have O, we have M, we have F, F again. The letter V, and stay inspired on 10 of Swords, otherwise not. So really, when this gets tough, you are gonna have to anchor yourself and remind yourself, like, the things that you like about in this relationship, and maybe it's re-sparking this new beginning energy that you have with this person and remembering what it was like. And even, I don't know, like go somewhere, like try to recreate one of your first dates with this person and the same mystery, like create intimacy in new ways, but you can do it in like a mysterious, fun way. You can make it a game, but like be honest with this person, let them know that's what you're doing. Yeah. But I mean, in any case, find what grounds you and what inspires you. Like, what makes this matter to you? What makes this matter to you? What makes it worth fighting for? And like exploring this new territory, pile 2. Okay. I'm at pile 2. Wait, did I not turn you over? Where do you go? Context. Can you still love me after you've seen all my insecurities? Context. Yes, please tell this person where you're coming from, pile 2. Because it is one thing, like, for anybody, literally for every normal person, when you have insecurities and you don't trust the other person and you haven't told them, you're gonna lash out and you're gonna have triggers, and if they don't know the context, it's gonna be really hard for them to digest and see you as like a healthy, viable person. And even if you have unhealthy trauma or like trust issues that you're working through, the first step in approaching that in a healthy way is to be honest and vulnerable about it, and to really earnestly say, like, I want to work through that. I don't want to be that person. Just because it happened to me, it doesn't mean I want to still be that or continue to become that. And if they really care, and most people do, they're gonna see that, and they're gonna work through it with you, pile 2. Oh, we have Virgo again, and Sagittarius again. In addition, we also have a Libra and Cancer. And we have 7th house, which is the house of partnership, and Libra. We have Aries highlighted. Hello. We have hidden on 7 of Cups. And it's also on can you still love me after you've seen all my insecurities? And also the moon that's directly under this. So there's definitely a lot that's communication wise, there's definitely a lot that's not being communicated that's going on in your head, pile 2. And this really has to be communicated. I mean, this is what we're trying to avoid, right? Like, what are we trying to avoid? The chaos we're trying to avoid in the future in regards to our situations. And in order to avoid it, like, there has to be communication, especially about this context. And you wouldn't be watching this if this wasn't important to you. So I know it's important to you, pile 2. Oh, and then we have stop, otherwise nah. Yeah, okay. For some of you, gift giving might be your love language. For you or this person. Solar plexus, Queen of Torches, and the gift. I just think you don't have to overdo it for this person, Paul, too. There's like a certain showmanship that you're used to, and that's because in the beginning of relationships, everybody sort of participates in that. Like, that showmanship of, I want to show my best self. And that's hard to sustain. Nobody can sustain that indefinitely. And I don't know if there's like a fear of you being able to sustain that in this relationship. And that's when it gets too heavy with 10 of Swords and 10 of Torches and this Queen of Torches. It's like you want to stay effervescent and just that. I mean, because the Queen of Torches is like the most adored and sought after, charismatic person in the room. But nobody can hold on to that indefinitely. And holding yourself to those expectations, I think, is what burns you out a lot of the time in these relationships, in these situations. And it's like, give yourself some space to breathe. And like, that Queen of Torches energy is still going to come through. It's still at your core, but you don't have to like hold on to it so tightly. Don't burn yourself out. Oh, I didn't see this down here. Stay inspired, and we have the like little emoji with the heart eyes, which I mean, we went over when I said stay inspired, find out what matters about this to you, especially if it has to do like your first date, right? First couple of dates, or that energy that you started with. Try and recreate that. Try and remember that and hold on to that. A lot of you might be seeing twos. I just noticed 2 came out over here, and it is very close to the High Priestess, so maybe a lot of you guys are seeing 22 or 222 or just 2s. But oh, and you guys are proud too. But I think that is going to be everything for you. Yeah, so pile 2, I really hope you enjoyed this. And that we can still be friends after this. I didn't mean to come after you so hard, so I'm sorry. But if you did like it and you want to leave a comment or like the video and let us know, thank you, you're a good sport. But hopefully I see you in the next one. You guys have a good night, okay? Hi to everybody that chose pile 3, Malachite. This is your reading. Ooh, warrior. Okay, we have a warrior. Light attribute: strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will. Heroicism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. Shadow attribute: trading ethical principles for victory at any cost. Indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. And damsel. Light attributes: understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. Shadow attribute: waiting for night to provide for you. Seduction by romantic illusion. Well, isn't this an interesting contrast? Okay, and then what do we have? Knowledge. Let me connect above and below. Let the knowledge of ancestors flow. Okay. Pile 3. This is a very, it's catching me a little off guard how much of contrast there seems to be here. With let me connect above and below, I'm wondering if this is like connecting the light and the shadow on both of these. Let's get some tarot. Okay. For pile 3, I'm going to use this one. The Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. For those that chose pile 3, and or will choose pile 3. Clarify. Order. Damsel energy. Hierophant, okay. And what is, what are we trying to get knowledge on? Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, pile 3. Knowledge of okay, and then I want to know what connects these two energies. What connects? Whoa. Okay. Okay. And Eight of Swords on the bottom. Empress, Queen of Wands, Three of Swords, the Fool. Okay, let's scoot these. I'm trying to think of the best way so we can see everything. These cards are kind of big that I chose. Okay, so knowledge. Oh, that's 5 of Cups. When I saw that come out, I thought it was 2 of Cups. Interesting. Page of Pentacles and Queen of Cups. Okay. And then what's connect? Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that there was 2 here. King of Pentacles and 6 of Pentacles for Warrior. Okay. Make sure nothing hiding behind the Hierophant. Okay, and then to connect them. Okay. Interesting. With Warrior and Damsel, I feel like this is highlighting a pattern that you've existed in for a long time, although I'm not saying you do now, but I think that there was this ongoing desire to be rescued. I am going to use the cliche, the normal gender roles associated with this sort of dynamic and situation. Apply it how you will, but with Damsel, okay. Here we have, waiting for night to provide for you, seduction by romantic illusion. So this is the energy of Damsel, these are a warrior, and this is what connects them. And here's that night, and not just any old night, a Knight of Cups, a Knight of emotions and romance. Somebody who I do think you see as a warrior type, somebody who's going to come and fix your problem, somebody who's going to slay the dragon for you. I think this was really, really integrated ideology and pattern with Hierophant here. And an almost willingness to like just full on dedicate yourself to this type of person that would come in. It's like all consuming. This could have to do actually for a lot of you with your material stability and having somebody come in and provide for you. And it's almost like whoever was willing to provide for you financially, you emotionally, sorry, my cats are, well, the little one's antagonizing the big one. But it's like you would emotionally invest as a way to reciprocate. Now, here's what I'm seeing, okay? In general, this pattern that played out, a knight would come in, somebody that would almost be like a breath of fresh air, who would see you in your time of need and want to help, and you're just like, oh, this guy's so great, this person's so great, like I love them. I want this person's like my hero. And then and like putting a lot of weight and credibility, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to check on them, towards this person for stepping in your time of need, right? Making you feel in control again, right? Because we have damsel and then we're going down like to empress. So there's a certain level of control that you feel in this dynamic. And when you're not in this dynamic, I think you feel very out of control. Like you definitely need somebody to help you and keep you from drowning. But this dynamic with 3 of Swords and the Fool, I think it ends in heartbreak for you guys a lot of the time. Like you find somebody, you're like, oh, I think they're a good guy. I think they're such a great person. And then you get your heart broken and it keeps happening. And you're like, I keep choosing good people. Why does this keep happening? Why do I keep getting my heart broken? Like, how come the people that like show up when I need them the most seem to hurt me the most? And well, pile 3, I think it's because you start out with like these incredibly imbalanced not perspectives, but almost like this unearned respect and confidence in this person, because they showed up so confidently and they showed up in this strong energy. I feel like you matched it too early on, and so you didn't get to see who they are when they're stable, and there's just like a very big imbalance. Now with knowledge and 5 of Cups, Page of Pentacles and Queen of Cups, this is something I think you've been learning. If you haven't yet already implemented it, pile 3, like, you know this is unsatisfying with 5 of Cups. And there's like this establishment of now being very secure in your emotions, now being at peace and vulnerable. I mean, to be in the Queen of Cups energy is a huge, like, it is a huge accomplishment, pile 3. A lot of people don't get to this energy because of their own holdups, and to come from a damsel energy and then going into like this Queen of Cups energy and knowing how to make yourself feel emotionally fulfilled and stable, and to be in that on your own is an incredible feat. But I do think like the danger here for you, pile 3, is you've accumulated the stability and this knowledge of yourself, but there's still the threat of falling back into this old pattern. And if you do, you could very well lose a lot of this healing that you've undergone, and a lot of this emotional stability that you've cultivated for yourself. There's a certain dynamic that you've given way too much power to, and in order to not become disempowered, you have to maintain that structure. Yeah, because I think these people, like, they're just not it. They're just not it. Like, they'd come in and they were great and they were charming. It seems like they could fix everything in the beginning, pile 3, and it seems like they wanted to. And I'm sure a lot of them got off on that. Like, they do. They like to play hero. They like to play warrior. But then they get bored. And you get invested. And then it's just Heartbreak City, okay? But when you're in this energy, you're not bringing knights anymore. I think you're trying to bring in a King of Cups, okay? You're trying to bring somebody equal and stable. Also, the Queen of Cups is her own advocate. What might help pile 3 stay in this energy, like this good energy that they've cultivated for themselves? Okay, and we have the Chariot on the bottom. So the Tower, that's interesting. Temperance, 8 of Cups. Oh, and that was already there. So what might help you stay in this energy? I definitely think that, like, there are times where you're gonna have to... Oh my gosh, you know I just got... Okay, so, like, you know, the damsel's usually stuck in the tower, guarded by the dragon. You're waiting for the warrior. But literally with this tower on fire over the water, it's like you're making a break for it. You're not waiting around to... Because usually the tower shows, like, the people jumping off. Like, you have to jump. You can't stay in the tower anymore. But on a deeper subconscious level, the tower represents being in your own mind and sort of separate from reality, so much so that there's like this disassociative application that's happening where what you believe to be reality and what really is reality, there's just a discontinuity and like a falsehood. So the only way for you to get back in touch with reality is to break that falsehood, because it is not serving you and it is not real, and you want that to fall, you want that to break down, you want that tower moment. And it's excruciating at the time, just as having a dream that feels so real and then something bad goes on in the dream and it's terrifying. But once you're out of the dream, it's almost like waking up and your reality is better than the dream. But like, you realize like you couldn't stay in that dream. That dream's not, like, sometimes you need something bad, right, to happen in the dream to jolt you up and to wake you up. But then once you're awake, you realize like there's actually no real damage that's been done to you. It was all a mindset. It was all a facade. And there's like this balance that's happening for you spiritually and emotionally. There's an alchemy happening with Temperance and 8 of Cups, and walking away from what doesn't serve you instead of letting people walk towards you and kind of accepting those that like show up, right? Just anybody that shows up to your front door, to your tower, that comes to slay the dragon. Like, no, actually, got rid of the tower myself, walked away myself. I'm a bad bitch. But yeah, pile 3. Okay, I think we're gonna do some paper messages for you, maybe, or should we? Do I want to do one of these? Or I feel feel like I should give you guys like one more card or something. Okay, I'm gonna give you one of these little oracle cards I like a lot for a pile 3. I'm not really even gonna specify. I just want to know like what you need right now, like what card for you. For pile 3, Spirit Guides, your angels. What card do you have from the pile 3s? For those that chose pile 3, what do we have for them? What do you want to tell them? Okay, change for the highest good. What do you want to tell them about pile 3s? I want to tell them, make them smile. Ooh, I felt something flip and I thought it came out. Okay, what do you want to tell them about this? Fulfill your destiny as a cosmic change maker. Ah! Okay. And polish your mirror for perfect clarity. What came out? 3, 2, 1, jump. Wow, you actually got the first card in the deck. 3, 2, 1, jump. Oh, wow. It's just making me look at the tower, how we were just saying, like, you have to jump. It's like you have to go for it, even though it's really scary. And there's probably something that you, in general, want to go for, pile 3. That you've been holding yourself back from. And maybe it's because, like, you're so preoccupied with this and you don't feel like you can really do this alone. But 3, 2, 1, jump. Yes, you can. You absolutely can. Oh, do we get 2? Oh, to be enlightened. Lighten up. I love it. Okay. Now we're gonna get paper messages for you. Pile 3. Those that chose pile 3. Okay, for those that chose pile 3. Wait. Get in the basket. Okay, for those that chose pile 3. Confirmation for clarification. Okay. So, let's scooch you on up. Okay, let's see. Oh, with 3, 2, 1. Okay, jump. You absolutely can. They are beloved by the angels. Oh, guys, like, if that doesn't just make you feel like so full of bright, like, light energy. Just, guys, this is for you. You are beloved by the angels. And you know, angels are the warriors. They are the warriors. Angels are warriors. So these trinket knights, you don't need them. And when you feel like you do need somebody, I think you should call in your angels, pile 3. You're beloved by them. Okay. Okay, so we have not yours. And you're obsessed with them. Interesting. Oh, maybe obsessing over people that aren't yours, but like, I feel like this was an old pattern, but maybe there's some backsliding and you'll know that to be true. WTF. ... Oof. On 3 of Swords and the Fool. Little fire on Temperance. I just want to see something. Shake up. and get them all out. I choose to be happy. Nightmares of, oh, that's so weird that would come out like on the tower when I was talking about like dreaming and the dream goes bad, which I guess is a nightmare, right? Nightmares of this tower moment, but it's not real. Like when you wake up and it's such a relief because it's like, oh my gosh, that was all a dream. Like that's what this mindset is. And I think when you step out of it, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, like that was so limiting. Like I don't know why I thought it was gonna be so bad to shake it up and to put myself literally back into my body. But once you do, it's just like poof, like oh my gosh, I've woken up. The veil's been lifted. Okay, on Six of Pentacles, they want this. I didn't feel worthy of love. False allegations. Okay. And the gatekeepers. Okay. So with the gatekeepers, I almost get like, for working through Damsel in the Tower moment, almost like trading one dragon for another. Someone that like gatekeeps you. This could be like having in the past, like it's not just people that are attracted to you because they want to play hero and fix you, but they're also attracted to the power that comes with that. Almost like the codependency that comes with that. Like you have to go to them. Like they're the only ones that can help you, and otherwise you're just completely defenseless. Or so, and I don't know if this is because you didn't feel worthy of love. It's likely both people, but it's coming out in different forms, right? Because I don't think that somebody that does that feels worthy of love necessarily either, because they're sort of substituting it with a weird power dynamic. But with false allegations, I don't think anybody was really seeing each other clearly or honestly. There's like this, there's just this difference between who these people are and how they're being perceived with false allegations. Yeah. They want this. I just want to see. Trading ethical principles for victory at any cost. Indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. That would make me nervous for anybody that would want that. Pile 3. But I think you guys see this much more clearly. You see these types of people much more clearly, right? Yeah, I choose to be happy. It's like once you wake up from this nightmare and you choose to be happy. Yeah, a little fire. To me, that's like you're getting inspiration here. And with the temperance, like this balance, this alchemy that's happening, because temperance is Sagittarius and Sagittarius is a fire sign. But you're getting inspiration from this balance. And I do think it's going to make you feel connected to this Queen of Wands energy. So like you're taking your power back, pile 3. And that's the real, right, that's the that's the real thing we're trying to protect here in this reading, right? When we're treading carefully, what we're trying to protect is your power, your personal power, and not giving that to other people. Not even just to the wrong people, but just to other people. Okay, we're gonna get some charms for you, pile 3. Spirit guides, your angels, for those who chose pile 3. Ah! Some fell off the table. Excuse me, some fell off the table and look at them. I always get like hiccups when I do this. They're like weird hiccups though, because it's like a burp hiccup. I just like can't catch the air in my throat. Okay. For those that chose pile 3, anything else? Alright, pile 3s. Okay, so now let me see what fell down here. Oh no, it's a crying face. Okay, we have crying face and the letter U, which says unique and understood. So like maybe there was a real sadness about being understood with these kind of people and these dynamics, pile 3. It's like you never really were understood. And I don't know if that you were able to understand the other person really, and so like there's this lack of being able to truly connect with these people because there's just like all of these roles and these defenses that are being played. So they are beloved by the angels. Let's talk about it. Like, hey, literally, like, let's talk about how loved you are. I think, look, I mean, I'm not trying to push religion on anybody, but if you're comfortable with it, ask the angels. Like, nobody's gonna get mad at you if you're like, angels, do you love me? Like, nobody's gonna be like, how dare you? I think they're just waiting to come in and like hug you and be like, yes, yes, finally, yes. Okay, you're obsessed with them, and we have the kissy pineapple. Who are you obsessed with, pile 3? Come on, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. We have the letter H. Okay, we also have Aries. We have the letter A. We do have love triangle, so this could have been a factor in the past of somebody comes in and they save you, but like they just enjoy saving the damsel, saving the princess, and they might do quite a bit of saving with Knight of Cups. Okay, that might be their hobby. And with 3 of Swords, it seems like a pretty nasty hobby to get caught off guard with someone else. I mean, it's somebody that's been in this. I know this. I'm not even gonna like pretend like, oh, that seems like it would be bad. No, it sucks. It absolutely sucks. Oh my god, are my cats okay? Okay, well, we're almost done, and then I'm gonna go check and make sure that like my cats are still like in one piece. Okay, so we have, yeah, the letter A. Interesting enough too, with Knight of Cups, the Empress and Queen of Wands, I didn't really put this together. I kind of read this as both your energies, but like maybe there were 2 actual individuals and a knight. Like this is 3 people and the triangle, the love triangle. Like that is 3 people and heartbreak and the Fool. So that is something to be weary of. So if this is like somebody that you had a pattern with and they're trying to come back in, this could really be like a warning that if they're still playing the field and you get your hopes up and you're like Hierophant ready to commit to them, but they're kind of wishy-washy, like they could be involved with other people. And I want you to look out for that, pile 3. We also have the letter I. Okay, so I, A, and U. We have Aries. Oh, and H. Let's do the dice. My pile 3s. Spirit guides, angels. Okay. We have Pisces over here. And the root chakra. Ooh, okay. 8 of Cups, we have release, which is what we are talking about over here with the Tower, Temperance, and the 8 of Cups is releasing this. Interesting if we have the 3rd house on shakeup. So this, okay, guys, are you okay? I know the little cat's chasing the big cat, but I worry. Okay, so we have Aries again, by the way. And we have Sagittarius, and we have 3rd house highlighted twice. So 3rd house, I associate most with communication. I can also do with like distant relatives, like aunts and uncles, but there's going to be a big shakeup in how you're communicating. Also, the way that you're processing this internally, I think is going to change. So it's like communication with yourself as well, but like communication in general, you're shaking that up. You're creating more balance in that instead of this stark imbalance with warrior and damsel. Let's see, we also have Gemini. Yeah, Aries. We have the working on it over here with the Queen of Cups. Absolutely. You guys might be seeing 6s a lot. WTF, no, the Fool, push. So like, I feel like if you have to push for anything, especially if you have a WTF moment, it's just like, it's a no. It's a no. It's a walking away. It's and if somebody pushes you away, it's just like, it's a no. It's an over. It's a please just leave me alone. I'm gonna start something new. I'm done with this 3 of Swords energy. Okay. We have this, this is the gift-giving love language on the Empress. So perhaps some of you were the Empress energy and you're really giving, or this is like somebody else that's giving to 2 people. We also have Scorpio, by the way. Scorpio, okay, so yeah. Gemini, Aries, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay. Pile 3, that is where I'm going to leave it there. That is where I'm going to leave it there. No, that makes sense. If this resonated, I would really appreciate you guys leaving a comment, liking the video if you liked it, and like letting me know how it resonated. But all in all, I'm very glad you let me read for you today, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. So you guys take care, and I will see you later. Hello to everybody that chose pile 4, the red jasper. We're gonna see like what you should be careful of coming up, treading carefully in regards to your situation, but let's see. Oh yeah, you guys got a lot. Okay. So we have Midas, or Miser, light attribute, entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold, delight in sharing life's riches. Shadow attributes, hoarding money and emotions, obsessive fear of losing your wealth. Okay, oh, I also just saw 101. Might be seeing that. Okay, what else we got? Mentor, light attribute, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. Shadow attribute, inability to allow the student to move on to the role of master, imparting false instruction. Okay. Oh, interesting. We have joy. As I do will, so mote it be. Let joy and light radiate from me. Okay. Imagination. Imagination now sets me free. Divine ones, I send my thanks to thee. Okay. Okay. And glamour. In this mirror, I now see the realms of possibility. Okay. Pile 4. So is there a fear of losing one's success currently going on? Okay, let's get some tarot. I think I want to clarify all of these cards because you guys got so many, pile 4. I wonder which deck should we use? Okay. It's been a while since I've used this one, pile 4, but I want to use it for you. Okay. I forgot the name of this deck, but it's pretty popular, so you guys probably know it. But if you want to know, just ask me in the comments and I will go find the tarot box and let you know. Okay. For pile 4, spirit guides, guardian angels, help me into those that chose and will choose pile 4. Can you please clarify this Midas energy and social situation for pile 4, please? Justice. Okay. Thank you. For a mentor. Oh, okay. Geez, that one kind of wanted to come out. I'll let it come out. Okay. Mentor. Can you clarify mentor? Okay. Oh, moon did come out. Oh, there we go. Eight of Wands. Okay. I can clarify joy. Here's the situation. Oh, King of Swords on the bottom. Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay. Imagination. Page of Swords. An Ace of Coins. And then we have Glamour. Can we please clarify Glamour? Okay. And then King of Wands at the bottom. Oh, I just realized. Let me. Okay, pile 4. I can't tell yet if this is your energy or somebody outside of yourself that we're going to be cautious of. So I'm going to read this right now as somebody outside of yourself, pile 4, with the shadow attribute of mentor being inability to allow the student to move on to the role of master, imparting false instruction. Imparting false instruction is kind of what I want to focus on because we have the moon clarifying it. So I feel like this is somebody that you are looking to for guidance and cultivating something, and it seems like they're leaving you more confused than not. For a lot of you, I think like there's this desire to be sort of like a business tycoon with this Queen of Coins over here and Glamour, and being seen in that light as somebody that's very successful financially. There might be a lot of entrepreneurial spirit here in this group of wanting to start one's own endeavor, company, business, projects. With imagination though, and Page of Swords and Ace of Coins, I think you're still trying to figure out how you're going to do this, so that there might be like a lot of different ways that kind of intrigue you. But you're looking at how to invest your resources and what you have into starting something new here with imagination. There's a lot of potential. This definitely could be in the beginning stages. But then here over with Midas and Miser, let's see, hoarding money and emotions, obsessive fear of losing your wealth. With both the Miser and the Mentor, there is, especially in regards to the shadow attribute, what we really have to be on the lookout for is this compulsive need to control the situation, to control people. So powerful. I don't know if you're surrounded by people that are trying to control you or trying to limit you or trying to control like the real potential and how this turns out for you. Or if this is like a self-imposed control here. With Justice. But with the Moon and this disorientation, this misinformation, and then Ace of Wands in reverse to clarify joy, well, that's like false starts. That's like projects, literally could be inspired projects that just didn't take off. And I think it could be because of this misinformation over here, Power 4. And the thing is, I don't know if this is somebody purposely trying to do that, if it's self-imposed, but it definitely seems like a big factor, a big influence. With this Miser energy and Justice, I almost get like this is somebody that's just very analytical, by the book, almost like tick for tat. Like maybe it's like, this is the only right way to do it. This is the only, like, this is the law, and you have to go through these certain channels. Maybe that's where the misdirect is somebody's telling you that you have to go through certain channels to be successful, but it's not true. And whether it's facetious or not, I think it's going to halt this project, and it's going to make it a false start. I can see what it is that you want over here, Pile 4. But it's like the way that somebody's telling you that you have to go about it, I think could be wrong. Let's get some more. Let me clarify how these two energies are connected, please. How are these energies connected? Okay. And I see 5 of coins on the bottom. And 4 of coins. Okay. I mean, 4 of coins is literally the Miser in tarot. For some of you, I think it's holding on to your money so tightly that you're not really allowing yourself to invest fully into what this idea is, this project. And it's like because it doesn't have the right funding and you don't go about it in the way that you feel most drawn to, like you're passionate about, it's like, man, if I do it this way, if I do it different than like how other people are doing it, if I market it this in this way, I could see it being very successful. It's almost like you dial yourself back and you're like, yeah, but I really can't afford to do it that way. I'm just gonna have to do it like everybody else, and then gradually I'll be able to do it in the way that I want. But I think it like kind of kills it off. Like it doesn't take off because it is like everybody else. And what really, like, what you would have had going for you is that your idea was different. Like, you were going to present it in a different way. But Four of Coins, like, somebody is holding on so tightly to how something needs to be done. And also, if you are paying for a mentor, I find that as a red flag, okay? I think this person wants you to continue, I don't know, maybe to buy their ebooks, or to pay for their services or their counsel, or to maybe buy products from them, or something like that. I would just say is maybe a red flag. If at the very least, something to be evaluated and to take into consideration. If they're kind of advocating for you to go against your gut and what's inspiring you, what feels like almost intuitive, like this could really work, and they're dialing you back, it's almost like, yeah, don't invest your money in this, invest it in me so I can tell you how to do it correctly. Look at that, maybe. But what's connecting these with Five of Coins on the bottom, there's this lack mentality. There's definitely somebody that's like feels financially destitute, and I don't know if this is somebody that's like really holding on to you. Shoot, like maybe you're just somebody's only client and they feel like they just can't lose you. So there's like this weird dependency, and I don't know if it's they're giving you like false information so you stay, or it makes me think of like those kung fu classes that aren't like, they don't really teach you kung fu, and they have like endless belts, and they just kind of keep you there, so you have to like keep doing the classes to get the belts. I know there are lots of good kung fu classes, and I totally would like to learn one day. Like, that'd be awesome, that'd be badass. But there are also like lots of schemes and like that with anything, like any hobby, like any teacher that you go out to seek information, like there's charlatans and people that will try to keep you in their system regardless of whatever skill you're trying to cultivate. I think there's like some weird dependency you should be aware of, Pile 4. And again, if this is you, it's like you're not allowing yourself to fully invest in this. It's like dead on the water because you're not all in. And I'm not saying like go and get a second mortgage on your house and go all in. I'm like, yes, I see, like there's a part of me that wants to look out for you and is like, yeah, you know, don't do anything you're uncomfortable with. But what I think is happening is that you are comfortable with doing this, but somebody's kind of making you backtrack and become uncomfortable with it. So now you're second guessing yourself. And then, yeah, like it's changing the energy, it's changing the outcome, it's changing like what you're putting into it and the byproduct of it. So, Okay, should we do my favorite tarot deck or should we give it a break? Let's do maybe the Modern Witch Tarot. Okay. I want to see what you maybe should do. What's the energy you should be in regards to this, Pile 4? Okay. Everything is fine. Ten of Swords. Okay, hold on. And I'll end it like right here. Okay. Can I get a couple more? Enjoy. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. King of Swords. Okay. And we have Four of Cups. So it's like facing sideways, and Temperance. And Ace of Swords on Page of Swords, Ace of Coins. Okay. Okay, Pile 4. So here's what I'm thinking. With everything is fine, Ten of Swords. if this doesn't work out, first off, you might just be cutting off this mentor, right? But the way I saw it with the Ace of Wands in reverse, don't give up. Like, okay, so if there is a loss and you're wanting to do this, I like easily you could see the failure almost putting you in this miser energy where it's like, oh, I don't want to try again. Like, fine, it's whatever. It was a failure. I'm not gonna spend any more of my money. I'm not gonna spend any more of my time. Like, that's it. Game over. I don't think you should quit. I don't think you should give up. I think you should take in that experience really for like all of its value, analyze, and approach it in a more intuitive way, like from what you've learned. If your heart's still in it, I'm just saying, like, don't let this fear overshadow you and overshadow like the potential of this. But I'm also seeing like, okay, Temperance and Four of Cups. It's like literally her sweatshirt says over it. Like the universe is trying to give her 1 cup, and it's like, I'm not satisfied with this. I need 2 cups to alchemize. Okay, so like, don't try and do this with one hand tied behind your back. Like, don't try and limit yourself in regards to this. If you need 2 cups, by all means, allow yourself 2 cups, pile 4, and alchemize this. Turn this into something else. It might be completely revamping this, honestly. Whatever this is that doesn't work, with the Ten of Swords, instead of like, oh, I'm just gonna like put it on life support and hope it kind of survives and like wobbles on out of here, you might have to completely alchemize it. And it might go against your instincts, right? Because it's like, wait, am I gonna really invest in something that just flopped? Like, I mean, I could maybe keep it alive for like a little bit. I could keep trying, but like to go like to double down, like, I mean, if you don't feel comfortable, but if some part of you is like, I could do that, I could double down. It seems crazy, but I think it could work. Like, maybe follow that. Because we have Ace of Swords here, so like there's like some new insight that's going to be gained. And Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So not only is this like slow moving, I almost feel like it's like stopping and taking a look at this. And it might be really detaching yourself from finances, because with such a heavy focus on 4 of Coins and 5 of Coins, yes, I do think this could be profitable for you, pile 4, but I think it's important that you're leading more with what's inspiring you about this, leading with your heart in regards to what this is that you're cultivating. And I know it's hard to not like try and bank the success of this project on the slow progress. Like, shoot, even with YouTube, like trying to count every subscriber or comment or view, right? Like, that can be tempting, but then we start leading with that. And now the energy is different. Now it's like, wait, I'm doing this to fulfill like this egotistical, like, I need to get a high like count or people, instead of like, I was doing this for fun and like out of my heart and because I enjoy it. And the same thing like with a business, you might really have like this creative entrepreneurial spirit to you, and you enjoy the freedom of that. You enjoy problem solving. You enjoy giving a product, putting it into the market that you know will help people, or like creating a solution that nobody really thought about. And then you start counting like, oh, how many people, like how effective were my Facebook ads and stuff. And like, yes, that's important. But then when you start like altering your entire business, out of that regard, and then also limiting yourself in resources, like in how much you can do it. So now it's like you're just like halfway going about fulfilling your business with limited resources in a way that doesn't really feel aligned. So it's not like sticking out, right? It's like any other business promoted on Facebook or whatever. It's like killing your dream, and it's killing like the spirit that like now it doesn't feel as fulfilling, and you're less inclined to continue to put your soul into it. It's like, you know what, that just felt like any other job, I'm just gonna give this up. When you allow yourself to still be creatively engaged, excited, even when it flops, if you look at that as like another problem to solve, it's like, okay, I guess I have to be even more creative. Well, how often do we get that opportunity? How often does life say, not good enough, be more creative? Like, think more outside the box. Like, so rarely are we allowed, or even allow ourselves to be given that freedom. And I think you should take that freedom, pile 4. I think that you have something more, something more in you, something more visionary, something more creative than most people do. And that's not to say good business sense doesn't apply to you, obviously, right? Like, you guys, nobody's fighting me on that, but I think you have an extra oomph that people can't really calculate for, and it's kind of what leads in fields like this. The money and stuff, that will come, but detach yourself from that, because it's not what started you here in the first place. It's not what's really important to you. Yes, it's important. Yes, we gotta pay our bills, but on a soul level, like, what's more important to you is like this creative entrepreneurial energy of being a wave maker, of doing something different, of having your freedom, of being in control, being in control of your own life. And it's funny because there's like this give and take dynamic of control and then like creative intuitiveness that's happening, pile 4. I'm gonna get a let go card for you before we do our little paper messages. For pile 4, those that chose Andrew will choose pile 4. What do I need to let go of? Okay. And on the bottom, we have dismissed thoughts that don't lead to the garden of infinite possibilities. Okay, so, oh, you guys got 3? Okay. A river of love flows through you when you let go. Yeah, we're letting go of control. Let go of all aversions. Meet every challenge and flow with life. Yeah, it's like with that 10 of Swords, like, there are 2 10 of Swords cards in this Modern Witch Tarot, and I use both. Because one is like, this is truly dead, but one is just kind of funny and sarcastic, and I read it differently every time. But with everything is fine, like, yeah, this is gonna be a bitch to work through. But there's like this positivity still, though. There's like this fighter in you, like, you're not done though. You're not giving up on this. Okay. You are royal, you are sovereign. Honor this and let go of those who do not acknowledge it. And I love that came out like on the Queen of Coins. Like, if you're really holding on to like needing to be successful and to show people like that you're successful, for you to feel secure in that, which like most of us struggle with, okay, like that's a big thing, but you're letting that lead your project, you're letting that lead like this this important thing that you're working on. It could sabotage it, but you're allowed to just already think of yourself in that way, pile 4. Like, that's actually like how you manifest it, is you already hold yourself in this regard. You already hold yourself as sovereign. Like, regardless if they see the work or not, when you live in your truth and in your, like, in this like relation to this, like, I really feel like your creative, imaginative spirit, your entrepreneurial spirit, your going after, your go-getterness, when you're living in that, you are royalty, you are sovereign, you are in control, and it's a different type of control, and you don't have to prove it to anybody to maintain that control. It manifests itself, and people see that, and then it kind of just becomes self-affirming, and they're like, oh wow, that person's like really holding themselves in that regard, and like, wow, it's gonna show too through like your product and stuff. It's just side note, I think it makes people like want to do business with you more. But regardless, even if you're like always behind the curtain and nobody knows, in your day-to-day life, knowing this and knowing that you're sovereign, people, they're like, wow, that person's always so confident in themselves, they really carry themselves well. And then it's kind of like, oh wow, did you see, like, this is, you know, like, why did my mind just go blank? Not taking off. Taking off, jeez. Taking off. Popping off. That's what I was trying to think of. Like, oh yeah, this person's thing is like popping off, or they're always doing something new and fun and different. And it's like, because your energy is contagious, and that is something that's not like quantifiable, or you can't just buy that, right? It's really important. I just want to get one of these. Pile 4. For those that chose pile 4, any advice in relation to this for them? A little mantra, something relate. Oh, okay, I didn't want to lose the whole deck. Hold on. If you can't tell, I really like color. My paper messages. Okay. Pile 4. Do we have anything from my pile 4s? Okay, I keep seeing this one on the top whenever I stop shuffling. If it was taken from you, it didn't belong to you. If no one's gonna fight for you, you gotta fight twice as hard. And gratitude is more than existing as you want, but more so as everything around you working in harmony with that existence. I feel like those were relevant. Oh, and that's the one we're gonna take. Also, you are a powerful sentient being. We are the weavers, which is perfect because not only are we talking centrally about control here and like a healthy way basically to channel control versus maybe an unhealthy way that's hindering you, but there's that creative aspect again with we are the weavers. You are in charge of creating this tapestry for yourself, and it's what you create right now, like your project, or who you become, who this Queen of Coins is. It's not contingent on everything else working out through certain channels or through like XYZ. Like, you're creating something probably new and a little different, and it's okay to exist in multiple timelines and to say like, I'm already sovereign, I'm already there, I'm already successful, I'm already in alignment with what I want and how I want to show up, and this is something that I'm passionate about. No, Khaleesi, it's okay. Sorry, she's hungry, I'm about to go feed her. But yeah, like, you're already all of those things. Okay. Let's get some paper messages for you guys. Pile 4. Oh, did one fall out? I'm gonna throw it back in there. Spirit guides, your angels for pile 4. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys got a ton. Okay. So So let me try and open a couple of these before we address them. Truth of miscommunication. I want to be with you. Fear of inadequacy. Let's see. Avoid them for now. I'm unsettled by this. I narrate the story of my life. Okay, hold on. I just gotta address some of this. Okay, so yeah, you might have a fear of inadequacy for doing this on your own, but I also think for some of you, like, this makes this mentor energy kind of nervous with I narrate the story of my life and I'm unsettled by this and avoid them for now. Some of you, like, they might have people that are not necessarily trying to take your money from you, but like with the truth of the miscommunication, because mentor, I said earlier with the moon, like there seems to be a miscommunication or some false information. Like maybe they're just trying to hold on to you, like with the I want to be with you. For some of you, maybe they're afraid of like your success. Oh my gosh, you guys got this one too. They are beloved by the angels. Let go of all aversions, meet every challenge, flow now. Flow with life. Flow now with life. Interesting. Okay. So you guys have angelic support. Being trapped. Your choice. Advice. Save more of your money than normal. Interesting. Okay, now my cat's going crazy. Great. It's interesting because that fell on the Four of Coins and the Justice and the Miser. So the advice that they're giving you could be literally save more of your money than normal, which I think we touched up on. New person enters your life. Okay. You are the sacred beloved. Wow. Okay. Hello, pile 4. How are you? Okay. You were being attacked energetically. Okay. The dynamic. Loving and being loved is a wonderful feeling. This one likes to come out like every single one. We have someone way better picked out for you. If only you knew, you would agree. For glamour. And internal monologue. Okay, so I don't know if this is like a new business partner with a new person, but definitely with you being attacked energetically in the dynamic. I think that there was a false information being given to you, pile 4, about this and about your path, and it was like kind of hindering you. And I don't know, I mean, regardless, this is someone else. It was for selfish reasons, whether it was for like their own control, their own finances, or just to have like control over you because they didn't want to lose you. Like it was hindering you. We have someone way better picked out for you. If only you knew you'd agree. Pile 4, I just think whatever you think you're going to gain from this, especially like before, if it was hindering you, like oh, I need to be the Queen of Cups, or not cups, I'm sorry, Queen of Coins. I want to be successful in a certain way, and it was kind of hindering you in how you invested and showed up, because like you're trying to emulate somebody that or like prove yourself instead of just being that person. It's almost like what this turns into, the prosperity that comes from this, when you just embody this energy and trust in yourself, and you go down your path and you trust your instincts and your intuition, becomes so much more than you could have really anticipated. The outcome is better. Also think like the person that you become is like way more than you could have really anticipated. Okay, let's get some charms for you. Pile 4. Shows pile 4. Affirmations and clarification. Okay, so we've got XOXO, we've got the 2 of Swords, so there might be some conflict around, I don't know, if this is not romantic sort of connection with a mentor, it could just be like a weird dynamic of like, I don't want to lose them because I'm close to them. Like there's this emotional conflict happening here. We have the letter K, we have the letter N, we have the letter J. Sun's out, buns out. I narrate the story of my life and I'm unsettled by this. I think somebody is unsettled by you showing more of yourself, of embodying more of yourself, revealing more of yourself with sun's out, buns out. We have ascendant energy, yeah, and leading in that, literally like coming off to everybody in this strong, like, here I am, world. So we have stop, white horse, the letter L. Okay, so there's some healing going on, definitely. Pile 4. But stop so close to the moon. There's something you have to work through. Something that comes from, yeah, there's just like, there's this disillusionment or this confusion. You have to like kind of stop and work through it. We also have the letter A. We have the happy pineapple. We have today. Ooh, being tracked. We have the sun. So I think people are just taking note of, again, like, I think of the sun and the ascendant energies really like how you're like coming across, like your first impressions, how people, I mean, first impressions is more ascendant, and then the sun is like how people think that you are. And then we have the deer, which is like distractions just randomly popping up. Fries before guys. An Ace of Swords. We have details. We have the letter A again. This face that's like Chad. Just like pretty full of himself. We have the letter O, we have the letter P, we have the letter E. We have this disoriented, I don't know what's going on emoji. Very confused. You might have an Aries that's like really confused right now. And we have 2, which is my high priestess. So it's funny, like somebody could be like really confused by all of this and they're like, I don't know what's going on. I do not know what's going on with pile 4. And you're just like working through your, like leading with your intuition over here. It's like, don't worry, I'm a high priestess. Like, I got it. But yeah, with being tracked in the sun, I just think people are really trying to figure you out right now, pile 4. They're really trying to figure you out because I think everything about this is like it's going about this in a different way than like the norm. Okay, let's do the dice for my pile 4s. Okay, Aries again. Sagittarius, Cancer. Oh, you guys might be seeing 5s a lot. You could be a life path 5. Oh, we also have Aquarius and Leo. Okay. Second house. So this confused person, especially if it's an Aries that's really confused, is maybe confused like in regards to your resources. And they're trying to figure that out. They're trying to figure out like, yeah, like your money situation and how you're affording this, or like what your plan is financially. There's definitely some work being done on communication here with the throat chakra showing up. Perhaps actually like part of this is like this Ace of Swords is going to be how you communicate this new idea or go about it. It could be the way like you market it, or it's just, but I really see this as this is also like a truth that's coming out. It's like your truth and showing up as you are. Oh, we also have 9th house, which is spiritual. It's a spiritual house. Self-awareness, growth, expansion, and the 9th house being on, they are beloved by the angels. So like you are beloved by the angels. I definitely think you have spiritual guidance and spiritual help here. Pile 4, definitely accessible to you if you were to reach out. Interesting that the love languages, both of them are acts of service or like working on it. So if someone's trying to track you, it's just like, no, they don't get it. They just don't get it. I love that release came out on 4 of Cups, because we already talked about that, like with the I'm over it, and it's like, look, if they're only giving you 1 cup but you need 2 with Temperance over here, like you just release it, like you're gonna take your 2 cups. Mindset, yeah, on the Moon. So there's definitely something here that you have to work through that's just like confusing, like mentally. And I don't know if it was like imparted by a mentor or like purposely or accidentally, but there's this confusion, and it could really like trip you up in regards to this and trip you up in how you go about it. And I just don't want you to have a false start with that Ace of Wands in reverse from earlier. So ultimately, whatever this confusion is, like, I think the highlighted part that you need to really remember is it's your choice. How you're going to go about this is your choice. It's like they might have some advice. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not, whatever. But it's your choice at the end of the day. Just because you paid somebody or you asked somebody for their input doesn't mean you have to do what they say. You're not obligated to follow out whatever their advice was. You're not. It's your choice, pile 4. And I think you know best. I think your intuition like knows best. Okay, pile 4. That was a lot. And that is everything I have for you today. So I really hope that this helped, and I would love if you guys would leave a comment or like the video and let me know how it resonated. If you feel so inclined, feel comfortable. If you want to share it, go ahead and share it. But yeah, I just really enjoy reading for you guys, and I will see you in the next one. So you guys take care. Bye.